Before we do any more of the video, let's go over these semi-precious stones and learn all about their names so that you and I can learn together what we're working with here. Now this is rose quartz right here. This is aventurine. This is known as the peach stone. This is known as red jasper. This is tiger's eye. This is amethyst. This is red jasper. This is known as sodalite. And, oh shoot, I think we had some technical difficulties. I think that the audio got mixed up with the video. Sorry guys, let's rewind that. This is sodalite. This is rose quartz. This is aventurine. This is peach flavored sodalite. This is red jasper. This is amethyst. This is tiger's eye. This is extra cherry tiger's eye. And this is diet sodalite. You can see because it's lighter. And here we have some more. This is amazonite, because it's amazing. This is tiger's ite. This is dynamite. This is gladysnite. Overbite. Traffic light. And diet sprite. Fight or flight. Without further ado, we're going to wrap this beautiful peach colored, almost looking like it's some kind of sea creature shell stone. It has a hole drilled straight through it, so we're going to take 24 gauge, but we're going to double it up. So we're going to take about a bazillion lengths of it. That's a standard measurement. So if you can count how many times this thing spun in my finger, you can figure out how much I cut. And I'm going to use my cutters to cut it, because last 3 times I used my teeth. It gave me a toothache, and I had to go to the dentist. Bring the 2 ends together, and then you can slide it all the way down and get a very good double strand. Now we're going to take this double strand and put it into the drilled hole. We're going to come through, hold the strands together, come through, and again, we're going to come to the middle of the wire by bringing the 2, now there's 4 strands actually, we're going to bring these together, and just for a second, so we make sure, yep, we found the very middle of the stone. Now we're going to go crimp, we're going to make a little loop at the top for our bevel, whatever it's called. So I'm not really good with naming things, but something with a bee sting. Okay, so that's good. That's a nice loop. I like it. I'm going to fold this guy across here like this, and I'm going to fold this guy over, and we're going to do this standard swirl that I love to do, because I just do this in every single video when I can't sleep. This swirl keeps me, I dream about it at night. It makes me happy when I'm sad. If my chocolate chip pancakes don't taste right, sometimes I'll just take some of this wire and swirl it over top of the pancakes, and it makes everything taste better. It's just, this wire cures everything. Like, I broke my ankle one year, and I bound it up in this wire, but I put the swirl right on the end, and like the next morning my ankle was all healed, all better. It's really amazing, the versatile natures of making this swirl. So see, it's a double swirl. It's a swirl with a double, quadruple, whatever. It's like a quadruple axle. That's what they do in the Olympics when they want to do something 4 times. All right, so fold this over here, and fold this, or fold them both over the back of the stone. I always like to really check these double strands and make sure they're just the way I want them. I don't want them flipping over each other without my permission. Yeah, there's one time our pet cat got kidnapped, and we just started putting these swirls everywhere in the yard, and like the kidnapper was so moved by compassion of seeing all the swirls that he gave the cat back for free. It was a beautiful moment, and then he cried, and his tears formed little swirls. It was a beautiful thing. And so, oh, look at me, I'm getting so excited. I'm making the swirl in the back of the stone where you don't even need to see it because it doesn't matter. So this stone, it just gets inside of you and it just makes you emotional. So we're gonna come down over here, and I'm gonna, let's do something fun and different. Let's crisscross these guys. Now these strands keep trying to flip over each other more than I want them to. I like them side by side because then you can really see the doubleness of them. It's like the Doublemint twins, except in wire, and doing beautiful swirls like ice skaters. All right, so let's have them come like this, and then like this, just flipping over each other, like they just can't control themselves, and then come around like this, and then there'll be a big quadruple loop right here. This is really like ice skating. And that looks kind of messy. It's not quite what I was thinking. Well, that's okay. We'll just come around like this and figure out how to make it not messy. Let's come back. Trying to get these guys. They keep on trying to jump over top each other. No, stop it. Stay where I put you. All right, now we'll come back over here and come back to this loop at the top, and then we'll scarf it. And oh, he's trying to pop off the shoulder. No, you just don't pop off the shoulder. You stay there. You all stay there. We'll do the scarfing. And all right, let's hold off on this because we might need this for some anchoring. Right now, let's just look at what we have here. This is kind of cool. It's a little weird. I don't like, that didn't turn out really smooth like I wanted it to. That turned out really bizarre. So let's try to make it prettier. Move this down. We'll move these over here. That's kind of looking better. Nope. Over there like that. Okay, that's looking better. Now it's starting to look, nope. Stay over there. Why isn't he staying? Okay, let's move that up. All right, I like that better. Now if we move this down, no, that's not the right one. Move this down. Okay, that's different. It's just, it looks like a whole bunch of ice skating streaks on the ice. Like all these multiple skaters were just doing the same routine but in slightly different spots, so it just kind of overlapped. And I feel like it's very pretty, but we still need to mess with it some to try to, get optimal prettiness. That's kind of cool, right? How that fans out, right? Make it come around. No, that's not. That's gonna end up staying there. Okay. All right. So this is pretty. This is gonna need crimping, or it's not gonna stay. Just notice how it kept on popping where I didn't want it to. It's gonna need more than that, but that might be all we can do for now. Okay. This guy, I'm gonna take this guy down here. Whoops, he's attached. I'm gonna take this guy and have him do all the anchoring for a minute. These three we're gonna leave. They're gonna finish off the scarf to make it beautiful. So they're coming across 1, 2 more times, and then they're gonna come up here, and we're gonna get our cutters. Where did I put the cutters? Somebody kidnapped them? I'm gonna have to make swirls everywhere to bring them back. All right, I can't find the good cutters. Let's just use these Walmart ones. So let's cut it right about halfway across the little tab, and then grab these 3. Come on, get in there. tuck them in. Ugh. That's the one thing I don't like about this super thin wire. It's so, what's the word? When you try to when you try to tuck it, it just really bounces all over this place like a little toddler that doesn't want to listen. Oh man. It's like you ever get your toddler all dressed up in multiple layers, get ready to go to the store, and then leave the child alone for like 5 minutes and go in the other room to get something and then come back, and what happens? If you've had kids, you know. I'm not even going to finish the story and bring back nightmares. Okay. Pull that through this. So this is, I'm anchoring this down there. So all this wobbly stuff is now going to be anchored, so it won't get like yanked out of where it's supposed to be by somebody just brushing up against it. And I'm going to anchor it again right there. Oof. Okay. Good. All right. That's all anchored now. And see, these are wobbly, but this is going to come across here. And you know what? I'm going to go across both of these. First, I'm going to go across these right here. It's best, it's really good to anchor it when there's already two wires crossing, because that makes like an anchor spot that won't slide up and back once it's secure. So there's putting that across there, and it's so hard to grab it. I need to buy better pliers too than these Walmart pliers, but that's okay. They'll do the job for now. So pull that tight, and these guys are still bouncy. We'll get it through there. Doing a lot with this one. This one little wire is like the hero. He's tying up all the loose ends. He's like the protagonist of the action movie. He's like the Bruce Willis of 24 gauge wire. I think Bruce Willis would be really proud to hear that. Like, this little wire's doing all the work. And now to finish him off, I'm just going to wrap him around the scarf, give him a little cut right there. Tuck him in. Now he's acting like a wayward toddler again, because that's what they do when you try to tuck them in. Ha! How about that? Try to tuck them into bed. What happens? You go away for 10 minutes, come back. Are they still tucked? Well, just like this wire. Okay. Now this stuff got all mixed up out of proportion while I was doing the tucking in the back. So now we got to move it back and figure out where we want everything, how we want everything. This is kind of a mess. It's messy, but it's a beautiful mess. It's beautiful, just like your life. All right. Oh, that's wonderful. Yay. I shouldn't have said that. I don't know what your life is like. Your life could really be like not a beautiful mess. Your life could be an actual pretty ugly mess. So I'm not going to judge. I don't know how beautiful it is. Ooh, look at that. That's just still moving. Okay. Now, that's strong, but this stuff is still really wiggly. It's like wiggly squiggly. It's like, this is like trying to wrap a stone with like jellyfish tentacles. So I'm going to say I don't normally do that. I haven't done this in a long time, but I'm going to do this, and this is terrible, but I'm just going to secure all of this with some E6000, and I'm not going to put it sparingly either. I'm going to put it in every single wire area, just like a big mess like that. Look at that. It's just disgusting. Put the cap on so it doesn't keep coming out, and then I'm just going to like, just wipe it all off, all the excess, because you don't want excess. It'll make it take forever to dry, and you'll have big blobs. If you wipe it off enough, and it's like a clear stone like this, it'll dry like glass, and no one will know. But you only have like 5 seconds to wipe it. Don't do it more than what I just did. See, if you go any further, you'll start to make air bubbles, and then it'll look kind of like white instead of clear. It'll look really gross, like snot. So see, I already started making some air bubbles. So let's stop right there while we're ahead, okay? And let's put it down to dry. Meanwhile, we have this all over our fingers. So it's not good to get it on your skin for too long. So what No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't feel like anything. But you rub it together like this, and it just turns into like skin, and it flakes off just like school glue. And then it's not on you anymore, so you're safe. And if it's still on you, like in microscopic amounts, then you just you get some wildlife creature that is very furry, and you pick the creature up and you rub the creature all over your hands to get the rest of the glue off, because that way it'll be on them instead of you. But don't use an endangered creature. Use a creature that there's like a ton of, like squirrels. Like generally just catch a squirrel. That's probably the easiest way to get the glue off. Squirrels are fairly easy to catch. They're just, you know. All right. Now, if that E6000 isn't enough to hold it, we also have some industrial strength packaging tape. And, you know, you could just take some of this stuff out and just wrap the whole thing like that, and just wrap it in like 20 or 30 layers until it's like a big fat ball, and then you just cut through, and so you have the little loop there so you can still hang it on a necklace. But basically you just have this big pendant of packaging tape to hang from the neck of the person you sell it to, and they're going to be so grateful that you made them a secure piece. And it'll also come in handy if they want to wrap a package. You leave a little tab sticking out so they can undo some of it. There's a lot of helpful tips in this channel. Remember, write that down: squirrels and packaging tape to finish up your piece. Let's see, do we have any pretty chain to put this on? No, we don't have any pretty chain right now. Let's put it on a dull, boring black cord. It'll be nice. There we go. It's kind of classy. Black cords are really in right now. It's waxed cotton woven cord, which is actually stronger than leather. It's really, really good stuff. It's also more vegan than leather, because it's made with the cotton it's made with it's not animal cotton. It's plant cotton. So I need some jump rings now to attach this guy. I got my jump ring wheel, and we're gonna get some. I really like the 8mm jump rings. Those are really good for this particular size. I'm gonna use 3 of them. It makes me happy. It's a nice number. So we learned about squirrels, packaging tape, and the names of stones. And I feel like this, you pretty much got like a college level course today. I'm pretty proud of you guys for hanging in this whole time. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Road Toad. Road Toad is just a toad that sits in the road. He doesn't get out of the way until someone yells at him, "Get out of the way, Road Toad." And Road Toad is sponsoring this video. I'm not sure what sponsor even means, but I'm pretty sure I needed a sponsor, and I decided he would be my first, because I really admire his work. All right, who wants to wear it? See you guys pretty soon, hopefully in some upcoming videos, and we'll learn more about these stones. Banana bread stone. Peppermint mocha zebra ite. Shiny happy people holding hands ite. Wish I may, or wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight ite.